I'm all too aware that prevention is only sure cure for child abuse. I am asking you to pledge with me your commitment to take action, your commitment not to look the other way, your commitment to support the parents in our community in the difficult and tremendous task of raising children, your commitment to be an advocate for our children, your commitment to the futures of our children. We all hold the answers to child abuse, and together we can set our children up for success. We can all be champions for our children. A champion is a winner, a defender, a supporter, and a personal example of excellence. Today I challenge you to be the champion that I know you can be, the champion our children need. I challenge you to join me in initiating a change in how we deal with child abuse by not just focusing on the abuse and the related trauma, but what we can do to prevent it. Instead of hoping that child abuse will become a reality of the past, realize that change begins with you and me. I challenge you to pledge your support to our community in the protection of our children. Together we can be champions of change. Pledge with me your support to the families in our community, your dedication to the children of our community, and your commitment to be a champion of change in our community.
So often the investigators don't get to see the children heal. And we had 2 little boys that came to the center from the county, and their abuse was such that they had no words to tell it. And they had been diagnosed with ADHD, behavior problems. One stuttered so badly he could not talk. And the first time we brought them to the center, they had just been removed and were in foster care, and they were just all over the place and could not talk. About 6 months into being into foster care, we brought them back because they finally had the words. They were finally talking about their abuse. And they came in, did their interviews, and they were able to tell who hurt them, who was sexually abusing them, and who was causing the pain in their lives. That person now is in jail. But then in the course of this, they kept seeing our therapist on site. They were getting specific trauma therapy. And over this last year, it's been remarkable to see because they couldn't talk, they had behavior problems. We had to wear a bracelet for one that said Team Safe because he wouldn't talk to you if he didn't think that you were safe. It's a year later, they've been adopted. They've stayed in the same foster family that ended up adopting them. They're handsome young men that look you in the eye, they're not afraid, the stuttering is gone, and there's no behavior problems. They're playing basketball and softball or baseball or whatever they are in, and they'd like to tell you all about it. So we're very, very close to discharging them from therapy because they've moved along and they're going to be all right.
How exciting to know that there is hope.
Yes, and for these young men, and that's what I'm hoping for every child that's ever abused, if we can get them to safe harbor and take care of them, is there is hope. If you've got the right treatment and the team around you, you will go on to become a productive adult and not afraid, and not having some diagnosis. I mean, because a lot of times trauma looks like a diagnosis.